What do you start understanding about America or being American after living abroad, after living in China for many years?
When I was growing up, I always kind of downplayed, there was always the idea that you downplay a little bit cultural differences, but there really are cultural differences. And I had, when I was growing up in the US and friends with Americans, right?
Yeah.
But in China here, UK, Spanish, German, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, Korean friends. And there really are different ways of thinking, different ways of like approaching problems. And that's actually why I really like working in my company because, I work with Israelis, Danish, Belgian, Canadian, other people. And it's nice to kind of, really there are some different perspectives on things when you come from a different country. And I realized that I'm very American in the way I view things. I didn't maybe think so, but yeah.
So it's like not to underestimate the actual differences, because in the US, the culture is like, okay, we're all Americans, like different background, different roots, but all Americans. But people actually are different. Like they have similar values all over the world, like, I don't know, family values and stuff.
Yeah.
But there are still cultural differences that you need to like understand them.
Yeah, cultural differences, yes. Sometimes even like people from different cultures also think in very different ways. I mean, the way we approach problems.
Yeah.
Like the way I approach a problem, in business or in engineering is very different than, my Israeli coworker. And that's good. And that's why it's actually really important to have some diversity in a company. But it's quite funny sometimes, just like the perspective on problems and issues can be just a completely different way. Just the way you approach things.
Can you give an example? What would be the different approach for you and for your Chinese colleagues?
My Chinese colleagues, like let's say we approach a problem, we have an issue. For them, it's more about, I believe the first thing is to do more action to, they want to be proactive, go this, do that. Mm-hmm. For us, for me, and like for my Canadian colleague, it's maybe more of, hold on, sit down, wait a little bit. Maybe a little less biased to action, I think sometimes.
Yeah. And for them, for Chinese, it's like more action.
Yeah, I mean, they want to go kick down the door, get started. And sometimes it's, hold the horses, guys, wait a second, let's just sit. And they're impatient to get going.
Yeah.
This is the case.
Do you feel like restricted? Like,
in general, I would say 95% of your everyday life, it doesn't really impact you. So I mean, it's different in the US. There is a difference. But for most people, in their daily life, it's not going to impact them. I think the focus in China is more on economic security, especially because of the past they had, how, poor people were so recently. So I think most Chinese people are more focused on that aspect.
Yeah.
Being economically secure, being able to, have a nice life. That's I think is kind of the focus here.
Yeah, I kind of feel similar living in Singapore. I think like first your phone knows about you more than like the government. Like you basically feed all your data. It doesn't matter if it's Chinese apps or American apps. You feed all your life to your phone.